Welcome back again, grade 8. We have a new lesson 2 today, chapter 17, the Pythagorean theorem. This the new lesson, and this is a very important lesson. You have to concentrate because it's very important. We need it this year and the next year, inshallah. So we start with a small introduction to determine whether the triangle shown are right angle triangle or not. So we have to see these angles to discover. If we found all these angles are 60, 60, 60, so there's no 90 degrees. To have right angle triangle, suppose we have one right angle, so this not right angle. So this not right angle because none of angles measure 90. The same here, it's 40, 60, 80 is none, so this not right angle triangle. But we have to see this. If we want to find any side, so if we want to find the side of the hypotenuse, we take the square root of a bar 2 and b bar 2, mean the two small sides together like this, and take the square root because it's c square. To get rid of the bar 2, we have to take the square root. We talked this before. So you have to concentrate. If we need hypotenuse, we make plus. If we need to find any leg of this, like a and b, we have to make minus. We'll see this rules now here. So we will suppose to have right angle legs, the two legs, and the hypotenuse here. So the Pythagorean theorem states if the right angle triangle has legs with length AB and the hypotenuse is 3, so this my formula here with the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so we're going now to the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the longest side and supposed to be opposite to the 90 degrees. Now we're going to how to check this right or wrong. This we have here right angle triangle. Use the Pythagorean theorem to prove the triangle with side lengths that measure 12, 35, 37 right triangle. So the solution here, I have to use this. So I have to the two legs. The two legs mean the two smallest sides. So the two smallest sides I make it power 2 like this to check. And the longest side, this means the C one. The longest side means supposed to be the hypotenuse. If I make this 12 power 2 and 35 power 2 and make it plus together, supposed to be equal the third one if I make it power 2. If we have equal here for the result, so the triangle with side 12, 35, 37 units is right angle triangle. So sometimes I told you we have to prove or try to check this right angle triangle or not. So you take now the two smallest sides like this, make it power 2, and take the longest side or the greatest side, means 37, make it power 2. If they have the same result, so the triangle is right angle triangle. You have to know your rule. So your rule here is a power 2 plus b power 2 equals c power 2. If I want to deal with this equation, I want to change it to find sometimes a, sometimes b, sometimes c. If I have this 2, I need c. If I have this 2, I want to find a. So according to the required, I have to change. Maybe I make it this as equation. This is correct. So I will deal with the two ways in my solution today. So we have to start with this. The general one is try to find c. How to find c? I have to take the square root. So the square root of a power 2 plus b power 2, then the result will be the value of c, mean the value of the hypotenuse. Now we're going to something else. How to find the a or b? If any one of these two legs, I have to bring it. So to find the leg, I have to subtract. Take the hypotenuse power 2 minus the side power 2. Okay? Now I need to find how to find b. b mean the other leg. To find this, we have to take the square root. C power 2 mean the hypotenuse minus a power 2. So we have a result. The result, this my side or the other leg. So we're going to the first example. I need to find the other leg. The other leg is joining with the right angle triangle. So we have the right here, this side, this mean leg. So we have to know this. We have to make plus or minus. So let's write the general for this a power 2 plus b power 2 equals c power 2. So this is a, this is b, this is c, or this is a, this is b, this is c. So this c is important. This is my hypotenuse. So I have to know the hypotenuse, how to find my result. So I need to find the side. So I have to replace this A with 3 this side, and B, I don't know, this not here, and C is 10 power 2. So I make this supposed to be 9, and this 100, and this b power 2. Make equation minus 9, so this will be b power 2 equal 91. Now I have to find b. I have to take the square root. I told you, if you have square root, you have to scale. You have something here, positive or negative. But I dealing with side, the distance always positive. So the square root will be 9.54. I told you, you have to make it in the nearest hundredths. So your result will be 9.54. This is your answer. Maybe I prefer the other way. You have to write this and discover I need to find leg. Side here is not here. So I have to make it plus or minus. To find side of or leg of the two legs, I have to subtract. So I have to find this b, so like b, maybe like this. B is the square root c power 2 minus a power 2, so I make it as 10 power 2 minus 3 power 2, then I have the same result. Then finally I have 9.54. The other example, page 705, I have here 8, 4. 8 mean what? Hypotenuse or leg, this hypotenuse, and this leg. So the other leg is not here. So this is my general form. So I have to find this. So I have two ways. Make it as equation. I replace a, this one, 4 power 2, replace 8, this is my hypotenuse. So this is 8 power 2. So I make it as equation. So it will be like 16 and 64. Subtract 16 for both sides. So b power 2 equal 48. So we have to take the square root and always positive, so sometimes we get right up to write the positive or negative. So my result will be 6.93. So this my leg on my side here. So the length of the missing side, this your answer. Maybe the other way, you have to find the leg, this leg or this side. So I have to decide plus or minus. So this leg or the side, so I have to subtract. So c power 2 meaning this, the long side, the hypotenuse, minus a power 2 minus this one. So it's supposed to be like this. So my result will be the same answer. Now another example, I have leg, another leg, so I need to find now c, mean the hypotenuse. So we replace it here, so a power 2 and b power 2, replace it with 6 and 4 like this. So this is c, the hypotenuse is not here, so I have to bring it now. So 6 power 2 is 36 and 4 power 2 is 16. I have to take the square root, so this is my result, 7.21. So this is my result. The other way again, I have to find the hypotenuse here, so I have to make it plus. So hype plus. The hype always plus. Hype, remember, plus. So this a power 2 plus b power 2, so we make it power 2, 4 and 6 power 2, and make it together, 16, 36. So this your root finally give you this. Okay. Now we're going to another example. Now again, I need to find this. So use the Pythagorean theorem to find the missing. So I have 3 and 5. 3 and 5, they are legs. So I have to find the height. So the height I have to plus or minus. So I have to make it plus. Let's make it with the general form first. Replace it like this. And then I make it like this. So the square root. The square root give me 8.83. So this is my C. We're dealing with positive, so this will be positive. Or the other way, plus, because we need the height. So we make it plus, so this will be like this. Then take the square root for 34, so this one result. Okay, so I think it's clear with this example. The hypotenuse length is 12 meters and leg length is 8. So the other leg not here. So I have to make it plus or minus. I need to find leg. So this means we have to find this by subtract. So power 2 and subtract. So the height power 2 minus the leg power 2. So this my result will be like this. So maybe I make it as equation. It's also correct. Replace this a and the height here together and make it as equation. Take the square root. You have the same result. Okay. Now we're going to another example. We need the Pythagorean theorem to prove the triangle is right angle triangle. So I have to take the two smallest sides, like the first example, we make it together and make it power 2, and we must have The same result if we make this power 2. Let's make it like this. This is my formula again. I put the small sides here, 4 and 3 here, power 2, and this 5 power 2, make this 9 and 16, this 25. So 9 plus 16 is 25, and the other side also 25. So they are equal. So we have right angle triangle. This is my proof. This is my description. This is my steps. Now he need here 4.5 and 3.4 here. What the approximate length for the height? I have to make this power 2. I need to find the hypotenuse, right? So I have to make the power 2, and plus. Then I take the square root. This is your result. Here I give you the 3 sides. I need to explain this right angle triangle or not. So take the 2 smallest sides, power 2 plus together, then equal 16 power 2. So you have the steps supposed to be equal or not equal. I have to check my result here and not equal here. So they are different. So this is not right angle triangle. Here I give you 2 congruent triangles. So ABC congruent with PQR. So AB like BQ, BC like QR, AC like BR, the same order if you remember. So AC 7, if AC 7 first and third, so first and third mean BR will be also 7. So this 7 and this 7. And he give you other leg, this 9 and this 9. He need to find AB here. He need to find what is the length of the hypotenuse, mean AB. So the hypotenuse here, I have to make this and this together plus, because this 7 this is 9, this 7 this is 9. Anyone you have to bring it because they are congruent will be the same. So I have to make my way. So C equals the square root 7 power 2 plus 9 power 2 together. Then I find the result. Then I bring the square root 11.4. This is my result. Okay, approximate to the nearest tenth. Now we're going to another example. I have a problem here, 5x with the height and 7 and here 24. So I make it with the same idea, but here I think for you will be better if you're using the formula or the form of your Pythagorean theorem. So I have to make it like this: a bar 2 plus b bar 2 equals c bar 2. So a bar 2 plus b bar 2 equals c bar 2. So 7 bar 2 plus 24 bar 2 plus 5x bar 2. So this together, this 5 bar 2 25 and x bar 2 and 7 bar 2 49 and all of this 24 bar 2 and make it plus with 7 bar 2 give you 625, and this give you again 25x bar 2. Then I told you before, to find the value of x, anything nearest to x bar 2, I have to divide by this coefficient, this part next to the x bar 2. So I have to divide by 25 both of sides. So my result will be like this. I have to take the square root. So the square root here of 25 is supposed to be 5. So the value of x just 5. But the hypotenuse, if x 5, 5x mean 5 times x. Mean 5 times 5, 25. Now, something is the side opposite to the right angle. In the right angle triangle, I need the name for this side, leg or hypotenuse. So this hypotenuse. The other two sides of the right angle which come out from the right angle, they are called what? So legs. The Pythagorean theorem equation is a bar 2 plus b bar 2 equals c bar 2. I think this lesson is very easy and I think a piece of cake. If you know this, you will found everything next year, inshallah, because we will use this lesson many times and they're very, very important. So you have to deal with this good and correct. Remember this. Make your homework, page 173 and page 174. Thank you and bye-bye.